What's up, guys? This is Mile High Airsoft with our very first video. Now, I thought, what better way to start off a new channel than to introduce one of my favorites, Airsoft Innovations Tornado Impact Grenade. In this video, I'll show you how to maintain and assemble your grenade. First, let's get to know the parts. This is your casing. This holds all your BBs, and basically this is what you're going to be holding when you throw it. This is the piece that holds your pressure in the casing. You see the double O-rings? You want to keep these nice and lubed, otherwise your grenade might leak and not discharge. This is a safety cap. After you're done filling and loading your grenade, you'll put this safety cap on, and this will arm the grenade. If you fail to do so, the grenade will not detonate, and it's just a hassle. This piece will screw on at the top, and it holds your pin. The pin itself. And over here is your 4-piece trigger assembly. Now to start, you're going to take your pin holder and the pin itself and put them together like so. And for the pin, you're going to kind of have to push down and lock the pin in place. And you'll know it works when you pull on it and it doesn't come out. Next, the trigger assembly. You're going to start off with the big cylinder piece, this one right here. It's the wider of the cylinders. You're going to put those on, like so. Slide that to the bottom. Next, you're going to put your half circle weight on. Slide that down. Next comes the washer. Then the thinner cylinder. This is your completed trigger mechanism. You must put them in this exact order, otherwise you might face it not discharging, or, you know, the usual. Having to rearm it and all that stuff. It's just a hassle. So next, with the trigger assembly complete, you can just set that right there. Now you're going to put the white piece inside the case, inside the shell itself. Whoops, backwards. Like so. Should slide in just like that. On the other side, that's where the pin will go. So now you take your trigger assembly, and you put it into that pin right there. And you just screw it on. Whoops. Sorry guys, just gotta. So now you've got your trigger assembly attached to the casing. So now the bottom. Right here, the goldish piece, that's where you're going to put your green gas, your CO2, or your propane. In this case, I got some propane right here. And in my opinion, I'd always gas it first before you put the BBs in, because you might face it accidentally discharging and the BBs fly out everywhere while you're trying to gas it. So, just for precautions, I'd suggest putting the propane in first, then adding your BBs. But for now, I've just got some BBs in here, and let's just gas it. It's fine. So, if you just got some new propane, if you had recently gotten new propane, before you put the adapter on, take some lube and just put a couple drops down in there before you put the adapter on. That way, it will lube, it'll lube up the propane. That way, it'll come out easier and it won't leak, you know. So when you gas, any kind of device, you always want to hold the propane upside down. That way it comes out easier, and yeah, overall it just works better. So you turn it upside down like so. Don't know if you can see that necessarily. You just put it right in there. I'm just going to gas this up real quick, you can just kind of listen. Usually you're going to want to gas it for about 3 to 5 seconds, or until it just kind of starts to hiss and you kind of start to smell it. Usually that's when it's done, so. Alright, got it gassed up, it's all good, ready to go. You can put the cap back on. So now you're going to want to take your safety cap, screw that on the bottom, just like that. And basically, you are ready to go. But if you have not added your BBs yet, you want to add your BBs to both sides. There's one here, whoops, and one on the other side, like so. You take a speed loader. You might have to fill the speed loader up a couple times. I think this holds about 200 to 220 BBs. When it detonates, it'll explode in a 360-degree fashion, and it usually takes out pretty much every target in a room. Its effectiveness kind of decreases once you get into wider areas. You don't get as many ricochets and stuff, depending on if your field allows ricochets, or if your field has rules where anybody within a 10-foot radius of the grenade is dead. But anyways, you are now ready. So, basically, all you gotta do is pull the pin and throw it. But right now, I'm gonna talk to you about the impact of this grenade. So this grenade functions on sharp impact detonation. So, long story short, you can squeeze it as hard as you can. It won't explode. You can put this in your vest and get you can roll around and stuff, it won't explode. But only sharp impacts, where there's a lot of kinetic energy, will it explode and unleash your BBs. So with all that in mind, stay safe, keep airsofting, and I will also have a shooting test in my next video. Please stay tuned for other videos. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. It's really helpful. I just started the new channel. Anything helps. Just keep doing what you love. And later, guys.